Welcome back to the Speakeasy. So today, actually tomorrow, is National Liqueur Day. So I thought I would go over some of the liqueurs I have here in my bar. This is most of them, not 100% of all of them. But which ones are essential? Which ones can you do without? Which ones aren't worth really having around that much? Well, I can judge that pretty much by how much is in each one of them, comparing the cocktails that I've made. So if you go along here, let's start on this end. So these are ones that you definitely want some sweet vermouth. Now you can tell by this one, it is almost empty. I've used sweet vermouth in a lot of cocktails. This is dry vermouth, extra dry vermouth. It's down to here. I've used it in probably 2 cocktails, not much at all. Campari is a very bitter liqueur as well. You can tell I've used it in maybe 3 cocktails tops. As long as we're on bitters, let's go down here to this end. You've got Angostura bitters. Here you have Peychaud's bitters. And I even have some orange bitters. Well, all of these three bitters are definitely a must-have. Now, these 2, Peychaud's and Angostura, they're close to the same. They're not exactly the same. So Angostura comes out of Trinidad and Tobago, and then Peychaud's is made in Louisiana, I believe, or at least it is, yeah, from New Orleans, Louisiana. So there's very, very similar. Both of these have a French influence on them, very similar. And then you have orange bitters that comes in very handy if you need something that has an orange slice or something like that, an old-fashioned where you want to have a little bit of extra orange flavor. Orange bitters work fine with those. Back down to this end, again, the Campari is a very bitter liqueur. It's almost too bitter for me. You certainly don't want to drink it by itself. On the back of it, it talks about a Negroni and a Campari orange. And most of this stuff only uses an ounce of Campari. And problem is you can't get a smaller bottle than this, at least not that I could find when I was looking. Chambord, this is a black raspberry liqueur. Haven't used it in much either, but this is a very, very sweet. It smells great, tastes great. You could pour that over ice cream. That right there would get you a nice evening dessert right there. Cointreau and triple sec must-haves. I even have Grand Marnier falls in this same category. These are all slightly different, but can be used interchangeably depending on the flavors that you want. Grand Marnier is an orange liqueur with cognac. This is an orange liqueur, but it does not have the cognac in it, I don't believe. Finest sweet and bitter orange peels. So Cointreau and triple sec are almost totally interchangeable. The Grand Marnier, if you want to kick it up a notch, because it has cognac added to it. Melon liqueur. Now, the most common, you can see I've got all these Scalpers here. Those are the most affordable, the most easily found. You can, if you don't want to go cheap, if you will, for the melon liqueur, you can get Midori or Midori sour. That's what I used, but there's also a sour apple, so make sure you don't mix up the sour apple with the melon. There's peach, there's banana, all kinds of flavors of Scalper liqueurs. And depending on what you want, that's what you're going to have to buy. And as you can tell, these are all very lightly used. Now, most of these have been used for drinks, cocktails that I've presented here on the channel. The blue Curacao, this is a brand new bottle. I've already gone through 1 bottle. I use blue Curacao more than any other Scalper on here. Again, there's a few for the melon, but I have the Midori for the Midori sour just because that's what it's called, so I use that. Again, blue Curacao, cream de cacao, so this is going to be chocolate stuff for like chocolate martinis, other cocktails that are going to require a chocolate flavor. Now, they do have a white clear chocolate cream de cacao. So make sure that you get the right one depending on what cocktail you want it for. Some of them call for the clear chocolate flavored cream de cacao, and it will change the look or ruin the look of the cocktail if you have the wrong one. Cream de mint. This is one that I'm not a huge mint person, so I've got this and I've literally used it for one cocktail. Coffee. If you're a huge coffee fan, definitely grab you a bottle of coffee liqueur. You're going to need it because obviously you're going to make all kinds of coffee flavored liqueur or coffee flavored cocktails. Peach schnapps. Can't go wrong with peach schnapps. Peach is good. You just add this to iced tea or anything. You're going to have you a nice cocktail. Peach schnapps is very, very versatile. And then here you have herring cherry liqueur. Again, this is one I purchased solely for a specific cocktail. I've used it for one cocktail. Still 95% or 98% full. So don't definitely be like me, go out and buy one just for one cocktail. If I do that, I always look for the smallest bottle that you can find. Chambord is one that they actually make a small bottle. Any others, you probably, if you find small bottles, they may be the sample bottles behind the counters at the liquor store, or you're just going to be in a market where they actually sell smaller ones. I will use these eventually. Certainly don't have to buy them again, but I wanted you to see something that you could have in your bar, your home bar, so that you could make cocktails, any type of cocktail for anybody. Now, cost-wise, every one of these, all of these Scalpers are going to be around the $20 mark, plus or minus. Now, you get into your brand name herring cherry liqueur, you're probably closer to $30. Campari, I believe, was about $35 or $40. This Cointreau, it's also not going to be in the $20 range. It's probably more along the $40 range. So it just depends on how brand name you want to go. You can swap out any of your expensive ones, orange liqueurs, for cheap ones, inexpensive ones, like the Scalper Triple Sec. You will probably get 95% of the same flavor as you would with any of the high dollar ones. Matter of fact, I think the Scalper makes one, I've got it back here, it's called a Razzmatazz, which is a raspberry flavored one. And it's a full size bottle like these, probably costs the same as this little bitty bottle of Chambord. So, hey, I hope that you got a little something out of this. These are most of the liqueurs I have. Again, I have banana. I love banana flavored liqueur in a couple of cocktails, especially an orangutan. So I use a lot of the banana, but others, you can tell, you just don't use them that much. So make sure you buy for your taste or for one party that you know you're going to be serving a lot of the same types of drinks, so you get your money out of your bottle of liqueur. Hey, put any comments or questions you got in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. What do you stock in your home bar as far as liqueurs? Brand names, off-brand names, or even something that I haven't got up here that I probably don't know about. I appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoy National Liqueur Day wherever you are. Be sure to like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. Tune in next time here at the Speakeasy.